Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Your boy is back on the mic. Welcome back to Madden 18. 10-year challenge with the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle curse, man. We're trying to break it. We're not panicking. We got plenty of time. And you know what? We're coming off of a really good draft, all right? We got to get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our picks. Just recapping the draft, we took Devin White with our #1 overall pick. Solid middle linebacker, but we'll probably move him to outside linebacker. I know we already have a middle linebacker. He is quick development, or did I say superstar? I can't remember. I don't know. We got Rayshon Buckner. All right, Buckner, quick development, solid left end. We need to beef up that defensive line, and we're gonna do that with Dexter Lawrence as well. So Buckner, Lawrence, Devin White. Come on, Seattle. We are looking pretty good. That's really good picks in my opinion. All on the defensive side, as you notice, we didn't go one offensive pick in this draft. We only had 4 picks because we did a lot of trading in the past. I think our defense, defense win championships, right? That's why we're kind of focusing on the defense. Around the league. You'll see obviously generated names and real names. A.J. Brown is a Houston Texans superstar development, 81 overall. Coming in with no confidence in Houston. That's not a surprise. But of course, we also have generated names as well. 2 left tackles back to back doesn't really make sense, but hey, okay, Tennessee, whatever. The Vikings don't really take any players. This was a pretty weak draft. That's one thing I'm noticing. Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry is a Chicago Bear. So Zach Keister beefing up that. I think he got Baker Mayfield. So he's going to get Baker Mayfield out to Terry McLaurin. That's not too bad, right? Not too bad. But one thing this Madden specifically, I guess. CJ Gardner Johnson going to the Broncos, but this man specifically has a lot of weak, kind of boring drafts. I'm honestly glad we're using real players because it would be a little boring, I'm not gonna lie, if we weren't doing this. So like DK Metcalf spices it up, right there, 81 overall. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers get DK Metcalf. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I'm really glad we have the real players thrown in here to spice up these draft classes, because outside of that, they'd be pretty boring. The Chargers are going to get Byron. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. They get Murphy. They get Max Crosby. Dude, they're building their defense up. Max Crosby coming in at a normal dev, but 81 overall, so not too bad. Nick Bosa is a Kansas City Chief. Okay. And going over to the Cowboys, they're not going to really get anyone here. Decent pick there. The Miami Dolphins, what are they going to do? Too much here. I mean, these are decent picks, but nobody. We're looking for real names to highlight here. Jeffrey Simmons and Josh Jacobs. Oh, the 49ers are. They just got to make the Seattle curse. They got to, of course they got to make it difficult on me. The 49ers, they got Patrick Mahomes. They got Josh Jacobs. They got Jeffrey Simmons. Oh my goodness gracious. Ed Oliver going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Keep your eyes out for him. Not too bad of a pick there. And Culpepper, not the Culpepper you're thinking of. Sean Murphy Bunting going to Detroit. These are some pretty good picks. All right. 83 overall. I think that's the highest overall we've seen, by the way, so far. The Panthers are going to get anyone. Josh Hines Allen is a New England Patriot. Quick development, 81 overall. Deebo Samuel, superstar development, going to the Oakland Raiders. I think they're the Oakland Raiders, right? Maybe the Las Vegas Raiders. I feel like they're the Oakland Raiders here in this one. And he is a superstar development. Hunter Renfrow is going to the LA Rams. They have Hunter Renfrow and Cooper Kupp. So, pretty interesting. And then the Washington Redskins shock everyone and go Kyler Murray. They just were in the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. And yep, wow, breaking news, guys. Jimmy G has been traded, and a third and a fourth to get a very high overall pick from the Chargers. I cannot believe it. Look, I'm the GM for the Seattle Seahawks, okay? I'm just reporting to you guys what happened, but that is the news. Another news, big trade, Alex Smith and a second rounder is being traded to the Giants for their first round pick. But I mean, I can't believe the Jimmy G trade. I just can't believe it. But we'll see if it pays off for him. Now, after preseason, I hate to say it, guys, Barkley got hurt. He got hurt. He's done for. He's not done for the season, but he's gonna be missing a big chunk of the start of the year. Dak Prescott is also injured, broken collarbone. He's been struggling a lot to stay healthy in this whole series. Buffalo's got to be getting tired of that. Ezekiel Elliott's also going to be out after having a dominating start to this year. And then, of course, Josh Allen still out from the previous injury a year ago. Who knows if his career will ever get started here. That type of injury he took could be career ending. We'll have to see what happens there. But we're going to go ahead and get into some gameplay here. And when this game is over, I'll put you guys back here on the mic. Let's get it. Week 1, baby.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And boy, that one worked to perfection.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he finds Julius Thomas. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good.
Boy, oh boy, how close were they to getting themselves a lead. That couldn't have missed by much. It definitely had the accuracy. It just sort of ran out of steam right at the end.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, With the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's the option going right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Langford. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. This is Jeremy Langford's 20th carry. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. Surveying the field. Wheaton's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I think they knew that that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range, and this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Seahawks, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for LA, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.
Alrighty, so there it is. We hold on in a very weird fashion, 20-19. We get the win, and let's fast forward. Week 7 update. Thomas Robbins is done for the season. An ACL tear, guys. An ACL tear. Now, he wasn't playing the best, but, I mean, we were winning games. But, guys, a 2-time Pro Bowler, our franchise quarterback is done for the year. I mean, 8 weeks, I mean, that's a huge chunk. Oh, by the way, we traded for Derrick Henry. Okay? I got him for like a second and some picks, I think it was. He was on the market. I snagged him up. We have Saquon Barkley. We have Derrick Henry. Saquon Barkley is injured. And so is now Thomas Robbins. Following week without Robbins, we win the game. Matt Moore somehow pulls off in a dominating, 4-touchdown passing game. Saquon Barkley is back as well. Iffy, though, he's been injury prone, but he's back. So hopefully we can get Saquon Barkley involved. We have a 2-headed running attack. It works out perfect with Robbins out. Now we need to be a run-first team, and we're sitting at 6-3. All right. Robbins got us 5 wins. Matt Moore just got us another win. We're 6-3. We got Derrick Henry. We got Saquon Barkley. Let's turn into an old-fashioned run team. Can we make the playoffs without Thomas Robbins? We'll find out in the next episode.